HiPipo is pleased to present 40 Days 40 FinTechs, an initiative under its Include Everyone program, as it continues to lead the way in advocacy for the creation and dissemination of technology that enables financial inclusivity. The 40 Days 40 FinTechs is shining a spotlight on those that are breaking down digital barriers and bringing millions more on the continent into the transactional space and transforming their lives for the better.
2ambale is a platform that enables fashion store owners pay for efficient advertising on the world's leading digital platforms like Google, Meta, and Twitter. You might be wondering why fashion. It's important to note that after food and groceries, fashion products are the second most traded items by small businesses. And then our vision as a company is basically to be the e-commerce enabler for 1 million small businesses by 2030. And that's one of the reasons that has informed our choice of fashion, because it harbors very many young and small businesses. And when you talk about these small businesses and the effects of the COVID-19, the growth of the internet, many of them have adopted the use of social media mainly as an alternative to doing business. But many of them are struggling to sell outside their social circles and also make payments to these platforms for paid advertising, mainly due to the limited payment options and the complex nature they are. Therefore, we provide a platform where these small businesses can list their products. We leverage technologies like machine learning to determine the best advertising option to generate sales for these stores, while allowing them to make payments using mobile money. Over the years, we have been able to help these small businesses receive over 18,000 transactions and are working on a campaign dubbed 100 Days, 100 Hustles, where we hope to bringing on board 100 new stores and helping them generate over 10,000 transactions over the course of the 100 days period. So you might be wondering, what is 2ambale, what we do? How do I sell on the platform? Some of the first, what I would call a pre-qualification, is that you have to be dealing in fashion products, fashion or art products. You basically download our application, which is available currently on the Google Play, and then you can list or post the items you want for sale. And then these items are availed on our website, and are also available on the mobile application for buyers to make orders for these different items. So we leverage our team and our technology to basically do this paid advertising for you. And as we generate generate sales for you, you're in position to pay after you've actually made a sale from the platform. So you post-pay. You first make the money and then you sell. The state of e-commerce in Uganda is promising, though it comes with its challenges. Being somewhat a new industry, it calls for regulation. And one of the main challenges that the industry faces is being regulated. There's regulation that boosts, and there's regulation that boosts innovation, and there can be regulation that can suffocate innovation in the space. E-commerce is quite a promising and a big industry world over. But what happens is that how it's handled in its initial stages can kill or make it. Given the fact that right now the internet is growing at internet usage is growing at a very high rate, this has greatly propelled e-commerce, mainly running on social platforms. But now what's the main challenges that need to be sorted? First of all is the distribution infrastructure. Improving fulfillment at an affordable cost. Can these different e-commerce adopting platforms and businesses be able to deliver and fulfill orders to their markets, to bigger markets, because you can only go as far as you can fulfill. So that in a way has increased the cost of basically doing e-commerce. It's kind of slowing it down. But otherwise, if well regulated, or if a lot of consensus is pulled and a lot of knowledge is sought, before hard regulation is poured into the industry. I believe some of these issues can be ironed out, or they can be looked at so that we have a good environment to operate in that's well regulated, but also an environment that is cushioned to thrive and basically transform the economy. Because if we are looking at having 1 million people in the next few years, you like it or not, we may not have as an economy capacity to absorb all this population we may not have potential to absorb this, to provide labor for this economy. But if we harness the e-commerce platforms, we can be able to find labor for this growing population across board, leveraging e-commerce. So it is something that we should look at with caution, and when regulators come in, let them not look at what they are picking out now, but look at what they can pick out in years to come. Programs like 40 Days and 40 FinTech are a blessing to the technology space and specifically to the financial sector. And when you look at e-commerce, we are driven by 3 pillars. That is a platform to list, logistics, and most importantly, finance. That's financial technology, to be able to collect these remittances by the buyers and also submit them to the sellers. So finance is key. If you cannot, for example, if you cannot collect revenue from Congo, you will not be, even when you have a digital platform, you can't sell to them. And platforms like these, where we get a lot of information and a lot of information basically about the best practices to use in financial technology, are priceless. And they bring enlightenment, they enlighten the population about these financial technologies. Many financial technologies that can be harnessed, that can be leveraged, partnerships that can be grown, that we can, as players in the e-commerce space, can leverage. Because you're going to, if we are getting to know about 40 FinTechs and 40 innovations that are happening almost every year, that means those are very many opportunities. Those are very many partnership opportunities that can help us basically further the e-commerce space, because the e-commerce can only go as far as finance goes. And then some of the things that I would recommend for if such a program maybe can be boosted further, if we can have it maybe pushed further to reach the different markets that we would want to go in. Now, looking at the East African integration at the moment, now I see the platform is going into the neighboring countries in the region. As we push for the continent, such programs are our heads. They go before us. They are our eyes. They are our voices to basically push word out, restore confidence in the public about financial technology and its feasibility and its importance and value and adoptability. If you're a fashion entrepreneur or an art entrepreneur, for you to list on our platform, simply go to the Play Store and search for 2ambale, and then download the application. Go to the far right, create a store, and list your products. Our team will make sure that your items are available to the thousands of potential buyers that will make purchases from your products. And if you're out there and are looking out to supporting businesses in Uganda that are by young people mainly, that's important to note, please visit 2ambale.com. That's the number 2ambale.com. And then you can shop from a variety of selected, trusted sellers that we have in our community.
40 Days 40 FinTechs is presented in proud partnership with Cross-Select Technologies, Modus Box, Modular Foundation, and Level 1 Projects.